Hello, Guy. What's going on?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
I'm pretty good. Hey, thanks for rescheduling with me. And sorry about missing it the other day.
No worries.
Cool. You want to tell me a little bit about yourself to get started?
Yeah, for sure. I'm big on video editing. I've been doing it since middle school. Uh, just like I started off with like some personal projects, just doing some like YouTube videos with my friends, and then moved on to doing like some school projects, incorporating video editing into that. Like I've worked on a lot of like short films, in high school, and now I'm trying to work on some in college too.
Okay.
And I'm big on on sports too, especially like basketball. I watch like the Kings. I don't know if
Nice.
you have a favorite team, but
You from Sacramento?
I'm from Davis, so
Davis?
like
Cool.
20 minutes away. So,
Nice. I'm
but
from
yeah.
Sac.
Oh, really?
Yes, the
That's
Kings were
pretty
my
cool.
team too.
Oh yeah.
You got
Okay.
some of the games there in person?
I have, but I'm on spring break right now.
Okay.
That's and unfortunately, they only have away games, so
Sure.
can't get to see them this week, but
Bummer.
hopefully in the future.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. So
Um,
what
Sorry.
brought you to us today?
I saw the job opportunity on Handshake. I think it just seemed like the perfect opportunity for me to like build work experience, especially like at a place like Superhuman Bikes. It seems like I'd be able to get a lot of hands-on experience in something that I'm really passionate about, which is like short form content,
Hmm.
especially. Like I've just started getting into like sports editing, like putting together highlights and stuff. So I think that this would be a great way for me to build on that, and also just in the future. Right now, I'm thinking of being a movie editor, so I think this would be able to get my foot in the door, essentially.
Awesome. Is there somewhere I can go to see some of your work?
Um, I I don't have like a portfolio set up right now, but
Hmm.
I can definitely like put one together or send you some of my links
Yeah, just send me
to
some
some of the
links would be
projects I
great.
work. Okay. Yeah, for sure. I can do that after this interview.
Cool. I'm gonna pull up your resume here. Can you tell me a little bit while I do that about your editing process? What does that look like? How do you take raw footage and turn it into a masterpiece?
Yeah. Um, well, first of all, if I don't already have like the footage with me, I just like look around on YouTube or well, be it for some footage, I collect it and store it into like organize it into separate folders, and then I import that into Premiere. Um, Typically, I start off just by cutting it all together, like just getting the basic stuff in, and then I add on any effects or any transitions once I have everything like compiled all together.
What's How do you decide where to cut? What's kind of like your principles there when you're combing through hours of footage and
Hmm.
you want to turn it into like 2 minutes?
Yeah. Well, for something like a sports edit, I try to like match the beat of the play to the beat of the music. So I'll cut at parts where there's like a major action happening, and that
Mm-hmm.
aligns with like a big downbeat in the
Okay.
song, or um, if I want to like combine two clips, I'll like find a point where the action like flows seamlessly between them.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. How long have you been using Premiere for?
Since middle school, that's like the only thing I've ever used to edit, to be honest.
Tell
But yeah.
me, tell me about some of your favorite shortcuts on there.
Um, I mean, definitely G for gain. I just find myself using that a lot. Or
Okay.
uh, like what do you mean, like the basic stuff like V for just like selecting, C cutting.
Yeah, just
Uh,
like if you use, some people don't use them at all. They just mouse everything. Other people
yeah.
Like I like to edit all with my keyboard when I'm going through a timeline. I
Yeah,
never
no,
touch
for
the
sure.
mouse, just ripping through it. Do
Hmm.
you do that?
Yeah.
Or are you doing the mouse?
I mean, I definitely use like the shortcuts whenever I can. Mostly just yeah, I think my main ones would just be like V, C, G. Um, yeah, Alt for like duplicating or Control or Alt also for only shortening like if a clip is linked
Mm,
like with the audio and the video, then I'll use Alt to like just shorten the one of the two.
okay,
Um, yeah, like say that's what I mostly use.
cool. Can you tell me a little bit about coloring? Do you do any coloring?
Yeah, I've just gotten into that. I typically I'll try to use like the Lumetri colors, get the blacks all the way to like 0, the whites to like 255, and then I'll just try to find like a nice balance for the shadows and highlights. I don't really touch like contrast or anything. And then after that I'll get into like actual grading.
Okay,
I've mostly just been experimenting with like the teal, orange, like colors, like kind of classic. But
right.
yeah, that's
It's cinematic
mostly what I've been
vibes.
getting into. Yeah.
Well, speaking of cinematics, what are some things we can do in the editing booth to make footage look more cinematic?
Um, I don't know, I think definitely like I'd say it depends on the clip, but like slowing it down, can add like a lot of suspense, and then switching that up with like a faster portion right after that, just to get a nice like s- flow,
Okay,
I guess if that makes any sense.
yeah,
Or I think playing around with like aspect ratios can definitely uh have a certain effect.
okay,
Like yeah, if you have like a wider aspect ratio, then I think that kind of creates a cinematic look that a lot of movies nowadays kind of go for. Or if you want to like make it look more old school, like a nice
hmm,
square.
cool.
Yeah.
Let's say we film an ad on our electric skateboard. Right, it's a 30-second ad. It's like a funny ad on the electric skateboard. We give you all the footage. It's shot in horizontal 4K resolution.
Hmm.
And your assignment is to make an ad that we can put on YouTube, the regular platform, and also a reel to put on Instagram.
Hmm.
Two different aspect ratios. How are you going to handle those two different aspect ratios and get a quality result on both of them?
Um, Typically, if I am working with like a wider aspect ratio for like the Instagram or TikTok format, I'd um like focus on a certain portion of the wider shot, and then I'll try to track objects within it. Um, like with the I don't know if you saw the highlight I made for Domantas Sabonis, but I would like track the basketball when it was being passed between him and another player, or I would um, move the shot to different portions of the frame to get like a clear shot of of the subject in it.
Okay, cool. What would the aspect ratio be for a reel?
Uh, 10, 1080 by 1920, and then vice versa for YouTube.
Cool. Sweet. Have you experimented with other editors? Do you know your way around any other editors?
Um, not not really, no. Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell me, nowadays attention spans are very precious, very short.
Hmm.
How can we edit our work in a way that is more appealing to people with short attention spans or maybe catches their attention right away? What kind of things might you do to achieve that?
Yeah, I think I've definitely noticed that like cutting pretty regularly gives like the viewers like something new to look at. I think that can help a lot, or just
How
like adding
regularly? How regularly might you cut?
um honestly every few words, just depending on if
Okay.
there's like long pauses between words, like people don't want to sit through that, so
Yeah.
yeah, you can cut it down there. Or yeah, I think yeah, that would be my go-to.
Cool. Is there anything you might do in the beginning of the video to like
Oh,
stop people from just leaving right away?
yeah, I think if there's something later in the video that it has like a lot of action or a lot of suspense, like would keep people like a sort of hook, essentially. I think that would like draw people in, make them stick around.
Cool. Guy, what is your experience? Do you have any experience actually producing videos, filming, scripting, anything outside of editing? And is that something that interests you at all?
Yeah, I've, I mean, I was uh, on the leadership committee for my high school. I was the lead editor, and with that, I handled like a ton of other roles. Like I was also the main camera operator, so I had to film like most things for that. I would mix audio when filming. I've done boom operation. I've been a PA for some film sets at SDSU. So I was also selected for like to work on the graduation video that played during my high school's grad ceremony. So I had to like come up with a script for that. We based it off of the show Friends, and we just try to like recreate some skits from that, but using our own experiences from our high school. So that yeah, that was pretty fun. And yeah,
Nice. Cool. Can you, we got to wrap this up soon, but can you tell me a little bit about audio, music, sound design?
um, is there like something specific, just like how I approach it when
Yeah,
editing, or
how you approach it, what kind of things you think are important or add to your edits?
yeah, I think I I'd say like something small that definitely helps a lot is just like little sound effects that they don't need to be too apparent. Like if you have someone passing a ball, you can add like a small whoosh sound in the background just to like give that little bit of oomph without drawing too much attention to the sound effect itself. And I think like if you have music and someone starts talking, just like drawing the music back a little just to give the voice a little more uh a little easier to understand, just small stuff like that. And
Right.
yeah.
Cool. Guy, my final question for you is why you? Why are you the best guy for this role over anybody else? And don't be humble.
Um I think just the amount of experience that I've had over the years. I come from a project-based learning high school, so I've had a lot of opportunities to use videos as a way of um creating my assignments through that. And as a film student at SDSU, I have a lot of opportunities. I've had a lot of opportunities to grow my filmmaking and editing experiences through that so far. And I think I think one thing that I'm pretty good at in editing is cutting. I think that's one of my strong suits, and just like transitioning between different clips. I think I do good at keeping people engaged throughout. Um, what I create, and I'd say that in some of my films, I have pretty good sense of humor, so I think that can draw people in.
Awesome. Cool. Yeah, humor is super important. Um, I want you to send me some of your work. I want to check that
Hmm.
out. After I do, I'm going to send you an invite to come and meet with me in person. We'll talk in more detail, okay?
All right.
All right. It was a
Well,
pleasure meeting you. Really appreciate you
it's great
reaching
meeting
out
you too.
and look forward to seeing you in person.
Yep, me too.
All right. Take
Thank
care.
you.
Bye.